I watched this video on YouTube of these guys that were concealed carrying Bowie knives, and I didn't think you could do it. And I came in here to try to do it the way they were, because they were looping it down, and it didn't work. You know,
but
for you, it came in down to your shoe.
Yeah, it was. I was dragging it when it on my. So we're here with Jonathan Dupree.
What's up?
From Executive EDC. You have a YouTube channel.
I do have a YouTube channel that was like just a whim kind of thing.
Right.
And I'm very sporadic in the videos that I post.
You actually are a professional, a real estate.
Correct.
You're
I own a real estate company and a coaching company.
Right.
I was sitting in my office one day, and I said, I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to show myself with a bunch of guns on and my knives and all that kind of stuff.
In your suit.
Yes. It almost has 300,000 views, and it was like a fluke kind of thing, and people started subscribing. I had one subscriber. It was like my son. Who's a pool prodigy.
Actually, he's going viral.
Oh, yeah. He's got millions and millions of views, and his Instagram is like 30,000 followers. He enters all these contests and won tickets to the Super Bowl and all kind of stuff. And he was my first subscriber.
Well, okay, he was your first subscriber, but we need to, now that you mentioned it, you got to tell the people where to find
Dupree
it.
Trick Shots on Instagram.
And he does
or Facebook.
Pool trick shots.
Trick shots.
It's
it's
pretty
one of the
awesome.
best in the country. Really one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
And he's 13 years old.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome.
But he's as tall as you are, which is...
Yes. He's an Amazon kid.
Yeah. The way me and Jonathan got hooked up is that we did ministry together years ago. And I started a custom knife company, and Jonathan just kind of fell into it with the YouTube channel.
So we went from ministry to guns and knives.
Yes, that's what we do, right? And
That's right.
I enjoy all of that.
That's right.
So you got Executive EDC, but I'm here with you, and this is what we're going to talk about. What kind of stuff do you carry as your EDC?
4 or 5 years ago, I didn't even own a gun.
Okay.
I bought my first gun from you.
Yeah.
From your dad's gun shop.
Yeah.
My wife and I decided we were going to get our concealed carry permits, and we both purchased guns. I didn't have a knife at that time. I mean, I'd own like a little pocket knife from pick up at Bass Pro Shops, and that was my extent. And then the more that I got into taking classes and was focused on self-defense, and started with getting a nice knife like a Benchmade that to me was, I'm spending
nice
$150 for a knife, are you kidding me? Then it shifted to, man, I'm spending $300 for a knife, are you kidding me? Did I just drop $600 for a knife, are you kidding me? It kind of stair-stepped up.
Well, that's the way it happens.
And, so for me, everyday carry.
And it's also about awareness. Like, you wouldn't have known that when you were buying a $150 knife, $600 knife would not be on the radar.
Not at all.
Right.
I would think people were crazy to spend $600 for a knife, and now it would, to me, that's kind of that's your normal if you're looking at a custom knife.
How did your taste change? Expand on this a little bit. Did you just buy your $150 knife and then be like, okay, well, I'm ready to go to the next one? Or how did you feel like it expanded?
Well, first of all, I didn't realize those knives existed.
So awareness.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were out there. And then it just kind of shifted for me. I just like having nice things.
Right. The
knives, to me, became almost like jewelry for men.
Right.
And I think it's unique. I think it's like for example, I'm going to take this off. So I always wear blazers as much as you can see whatever you want. This is a knife I got from you.
One of the first knives.
And, one of the first kind of custom knives. But I like it because it's just unique. I mean, you don't see a lot of people with a knife that has the woolly mammoth molar in it, and to me, it's a story, so I can tell somebody what it's about if they ask me, and it allows me to open up. But this was my first knife. I bought the custom pen that matched this.
Okay, so what attracted you was the exotic handle material.
Yes, that's what attracted me. I always have a firearm on. If you see my channel, sometimes I have two, just because I like them.
Yeah.
And you can carry two. I have a 1911, and then I have a Sea Camp, a little 32.
Cool.
And that
just fits in your pocket.
Fits in my back pocket. For me, everyday carry is my gun, my knife, a spare magazine.
Flashlights?
I have a flashlight in my bag. Key bar, obviously.
Key bar, yeah.
You turn me on to the key bar.
I have that exact key bar right there. Carbon fiber, titanium.
Yeah.
Key bar keeps you... Stop the noise, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Unless you have a ton of other crap that you hang on the end of it.
There you go.
That's kind of for me what everyday carry is. It's just, it's having, and then on the custom knife side, being able to have nicer knives, things that are unique. There are only a few of them here, or that, you know, each one's different.
Right.
Each one, and I love the knife makers. The story behind. You've shared a lot about the makers and their stories. For example, I don't know the name of the maker of this knife, but you
Stuart Smith.
Yeah, you shared with me. He just starts making knives, and they just always end up big.
Yeah.
And he loves big knives.
Stuart's a big guy. He's as big, maybe bigger than you are.
Yeah.
No,
so-
and he forges his own stuff. So when
Yeah.
he gets out there and he's pounding away, he just says it just feels right for a big knife to have in his hand.
Yeah.
So this is a knife that that you actually looked at,
I did look at it.
and
I watched this video on YouTube of these guys that were concealed carrying Bowie knives, and I didn't think you could do it. And I came in here to try to
Yeah.
do it the way they were, because they were looping it down, and it didn't work. You know, it was-
but
for
this,
you, it came in down to your shoe.
yeah, it was. I was dragging it when it on my. One last thing.
Okay.
You bought a knife. Now you don't just buy knives for yourself. You buy knives for other people. So you
I
come
buy
in-
them for gifts, for
Yeah.
clients all the time.
Right.
Because it's different, it's unique. They can't get it the exact same knife anywhere.
Right.
I bought my son a
You bought
jelly.
him a jelly clicker by Peter Stain. It's like a polymer frame, so it's not, if you drop it in the water, it's not gonna, because we saltwater kayak
Yeah,
fish.
correct. That's right.
And so I have one. He bought one for his son. You take that knife, and it's stainless N690, so you can put it in the salt water, take it out, use it. We wanted you guys to see. He's just a regular guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With a few guns and knives.
With a few guns and knives, and he got into the custom knife market, and it opened up a lot of doors.
Yeah.
And not just for him to own knives, but also to open other people's eyes to the awesome stuff that is coming out of South Africa.
Yeah.
The knife makers, man, we're so thankful for these guys for
Well,
being
and
creative.
You know what's really cool? I'll just close on this thought. It has opened up a lot of doors to me through my YouTube channel. I cannot tell you how many new consulting clients I've picked up from that, who we've built a relationship and bond over. They watch a video and go, man, I really dig that knife, or the connections, or people. I've been able to connect you with people. I've been able to connect other people together, people in the real estate industry who have I've been able to make connections with.
In the comments below about KDK Realty,
Yeah.
which is the company he owns. We also want to put Executive EDC. Go to his YouTube channel,
Yeah.
subscribe, and also go check. Jonathan has been a good friend, and he does a leadership podcast. You
Yeah.
need to go check this out
On
where's-
iTunes.
iTunes.
Or the Google Play Store, or my website's jonathandupree.com. And if you search on iTunes, just search Leadership Cast. And it's a leadership development podcast. I interview different people in the business world from multiple industries. And then there's some content too, where we share leadership principles and strategies to help people grow their businesses.
We appreciate you stopping by the
Awesome.
office, celebrating
Appreciate
1
that.
year with us.
I'm excited for you. It's big things that you're doing. I think it's awesome. I've got to see you grow. I've seen you in lots of different capacities, and I think it's awesome. Thanks, man.